5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, hello everyone. Mad rush, as per usual. Tuner still isn't working on that damn thing. Well, the other day. Oh, hello everyone. Are you all right? Let's drop this down so I'll see what's going on. So, what is going down in Everybody Town? And let's get rid of Spotify because we don't need that. Because we're still learning tunes even on the lead up to this. There we go. So, how's it hanging, ladies and gents? We've got a bunch of new songs for you this evening. Todd evening, gentlefolk. Todd evening to you. The toddiest of evenings.
How's your last few days been?
Even though I know I'm actually not that busy, I just feel rushed off my feet.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why. There just never feels there is enough time.
Are you a bit stressed at the moment?
No, not stressed.
Oh.
I think just sort of trying to prep for lots of things and this, that and the other.
Hi Leanne, hi Sheila, hi Karen.
Hello everyone. I'll be alright, mate. I'll be fine.
That should be good evening, but it looks like go odd evening.
Go odd.
Go odd evening.
Bought myself a MIDI keyboard controller, been dicking around with orchestral programs. Sweet!
Which programs, Anne?
What do you got? Share with the group.
Guts.
Guts!
TL James, good evening too.
What's this fucking show and tell?
Hi Stu. And Hazel.
What the fuck, I can't type. It's alright.
We can't play.
Beat me to it. Righty. So, we have a fair few new tunes, so I think we'll crack straight off with a one.
Crack one off straight
We'll
away.
just crack one off while it's sort of in our heads. This was requested by Mr. TL James. This is a song by Uriah Heep. Bang, 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 bang. And this is called Stealing. Keyboard is native instruments complete in the orchestra pros Audio Imperia Nucleus Light.
Wow.
There's a mouthful.
The keyboard is that, so those are the ones with, you've got like lights and stuff for the different bits as you pull them up, don't you? I think on the native instruments ones.
Right.
And they work really well with the native instruments package as well, so you could, all the MIDI messages from, you have different controllers, I think. I'm not sure if that's, so they do a smaller one, they do a 66 key one, an 88 key one, I think. Is it 88 or 81 keys?
I'll be honest, I heard you say the word package and that kind of threw me. Yeah, it just all went to shit after that.
Oh, Michael.
But that sounded like you knew what you were doing.
PINTO Fact.
Oh, 25 keys. Yeah.
Right. Okay, here we go.
You bought Birdie a harness, bless.
Aww.
I used to put my guinea pigs on a harness and walk them around the garden.
I would have paid to see
Bless
that.
their hearts, they were so sweet.
Here we go then. Take me to the water, 'cause I got no place. I've lost the words. Who did it? The branches daughter, and it's hurt and hurt his pride. Got
Let's
it.
start again.
Let's start again. I had the wrong song up. Sorry. Let's try that again. Take me across the water, 'cause I need some place to hide. Down the rancher's daughter, when I showed it hurt his pride. There's 100 miles of desert lies between his heart and mine. Don't need no food, no water, Lord, 'cause I'm running out of time. If I take killing, wine and women, gonna put me to my grave. Running, hiding, losing, crying, nothing left to say but my life. Stood on a ridge and shone religion, thinking the world was mine. I made my break and a big mistake, stealing when I should be buying. All the fighting, killing, wine and those women gonna put me in early grave. Running, hiding, losing, crying, nothing left to say but my life. Life, 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 life. Stood on a ridge and shunned religion, thinking the world was mine. I made my break and a big mistake, stealing when I should be buying. I was stealing when I should be buying. I was stealing when I should be buying. I should have been buying. Should have been buying. Should have been buying. Yeah, I should have been buying. Pleasure, dude. Oh, Simon. Oh, Simon.
I'm working with Russ on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Russ.
Oh, excellent.
Russ Gilbrook is the drummer.
Mr. Gilbrook.
Yeah, drummer from.
Is he the shortest in the band?
Dude, why? Does it matter? Does it matter what height he is?
No, the only reason I ask is because I remember seeing him and I remember him being fairly short. But then I saw one of their photos and he was really tall in it. So either the rest of the band are really small or they stood him in a box.
Or maybe they just thought we want a picture where all their faces are at the right height, so they all just... you must have... You're a tall dude, so you must have done that where you've taken a photo with people and you've kind of done that so that everyone's face is at the right height.
No, I always flaunt my height and superiority if I can.
Look down on everyone else.
Everybody,
with a measuring tape.
Everybody is Ronnie Corbett to me. No, that's not a piss take, that's a general question.
Yeah, but I he's gone through his life with everyone. The first thing they always throw at him is about his height.
Really?
Yeah. It's just...
Well, the first thing I ever said was he was a great drummer.
Yeah, he's an amazing drummer. Yeah.
So I don't qualify for that statement. I commented on the height later on. It's all right, everyone...
So Neil got a Roland wave pad. Well, they're not bad, actually. I have a deal with Roland. I have an endorsement with them. They're really good, actually, a really good company to work with. Still in the box, really ought to make use of it. Yeah, you should actually, Neil. That'd be good.
Yeah, Neil, sort yourself out.
Also, as well, their spuds, the pads they do for those are really good. If you've ever tried that with drums and stuff, like the sampler pads. I've used mine a lot. And they've been redoing my rock metal version of Saw Thing. Oh, I don't even know that. The Saw Thing.
No, I can't think of the Saw.
I know a load of people have done versions a bit like sort of Mario and stuff like that.
I've seen the first film after that.
Yeah, send it over, Anne. I'd love to listen to it.
We'll have a butcher's.
Yeah.
Oh, Davey and Mick are quite tall. There we go then.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
There we go.
Well, Mick's not that tall.
No?
No.
A fact about Iron Maiden, actually. I always thought Nico McBrain was really tall and the rest were quite short. Yeah. But apparently, like, Nico is sort of standard height and the rest are really short.
Yeah. You know, this is something I found. As you start working, you work all your way up and you start meeting all your heroes. And everyone's a lot smaller than you expect them to be. You kind of think they're all 6+ or whatever. And no.
But it's amazing how potent small people can be. Like, look at Bruce Dickinson. He's actually...
You're talking about them as if they're like a different species. It's just the height.
Look, it's different kind of breeding. Right,
let's get into something else.
Hey, my sister...
Oh, bless you, T.L. James. Thank you, mate.
My sister's tiny, and she's very potent. She can fart like anything.
Coming from you, that means a lot.
Yeah. Right. Oh, bless you, T.L. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that.
The spuds are definitely better than the octopads. They're really good. But
you're quite tall, aren't you? Today we are discussing height. It's like that episode of Father Ted. No, Douglas. This is smaller. That's farther away.
Yeah, cows, isn't it? They were in the caravan.
Maybe that's where I'm getting it all wrong. I'm just looking at people and they're just different distances. Everyone's actually the same size.
It's just your perspective's really bad.
Yeah, really off.
Are you blind in one eye?
Huh?
Because you don't have can't fathom distance too well if you only have sight from one eye.
No, I'm
just binocular vision.
No, I just can't read very well. People just think I'm blind in one eye. Yeah, my bloke, Bruce Dickinson, said he was short. He's actually the same size, the same height as Matthew from Recovered. There's a photo of the two of them together, both wearing their sort of fisherman's hats backstage, and they are exactly the same height. Right. Yeah. So, we've learned something. Height fact. Okay, so we are now going to do The Darkness, Rebel. No, we haven't got Rebel, I'm afraid. I can see Simon biting his tongue so hard. He knows I'm just jesting.
How does that go? I can't remember how it goes.
You do know I'm just jesting, right?
No, I don't. How does the Rebel go? I can't remember.
That's it. Something like that. Yeah. Could you turn Simon's talk mic up a bit, please, sir?
Please, sir.
I want some more.
That's because Mike's so keen that everything he says, everyone knows.
I can barely string a sentence
I want to
together.
keep all other opinions quiet.
I want everyone to hear my bigotry to people who've been affected by gravity more.
Actually, so I can't remember what state it was now. Oh, that's really annoying. A state just... there was a prisoner on death row in America that has just been executed. And there was a story I was going to tell you, but probably I should tell you off air. So I'll tell you that when we're finished.
Why? What are you worried about?
No, nothing.
Is it a long story?
No, it was just where we were talking about apostasy.
Oh,
and
apostasy.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Any white stripes tonight, please? I reckon we could white stripes it. Right, should we do some darkness growing on me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to change guitars. I need to drop D that mother.
Is that drop D?
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing it is, because you've said it is, so you're not just doing it for
No,
shits.
I thought I'd...
I just thought I'd shake things up a bit. Just go crazy, man.
I love the sound of drop D. There's something sonically beautiful about it.
It is. Right. The darkness growing on me. This was for any journey numbers. T-Rex. We shall have a look.
Yeah, let's do some T-Rex. I want to do Get It On.
Okay. Yay. Growing on me. So this is for Esther, who requested this one the other week. I can't get rid of you. I don't know what to do. I don't even know who is crying on who. Yeah. It's everywhere I go, you're there. I can't get you out of my head. I pretend that I don't care. It's not fair. I'm being punished for all my offenses. I wanna touch you, but I'm afraid of the consequences. I wanna banish you from whence you came, but you're part of me now, and I've only got myself to blame. You're really growing on me. You're really growing on me. And I can see. Sleeping in an empty bed. I can't get you off my head. I won't have to lie until you're dead. Yeah, you heard what I said. I wanna shake you up with just one go. And you're all over me, but I don't really want to know that you're attached to me. That's how you grow. Want to leave me alone. You're really growing on me. You're really growing on me. I can see. You're really growing on me. You're really growing on me. I can see. Such a fun song. I love that one. I just love his voice. It's just so very. Yeah. Can't get rid of you. Love it. Okay. Oh God, here we go. We're going to go in for the big guns now.
What are we doing?
Angel. So this was a. Hey Mike, when you wash your face, how far up do you go? All the way, baby. I go all the way over, right down my back into my arse crack, and then round under my balls.
There's nothing there to stop it. It's just continuous action.
Exactly. Okay. Gonna pop this down. I think this is going to require some concentration. Just seen a great joke. It's probably a bit dark for your audience, though. Well, we will let you be the judge, Anthony. We hold no responsibility. Okay. So we are on Angel. Here we go. Hope I don't murder it. Between us, don't make it tough. I'll put away my pride. Enough's enough. I've suffered and I've seen the light. Baby, you're my angel. Come and save me tonight. You're my don't know what I'm gonna do about this feeling inside. Yes, it's true. Loneliness took me by the ride. Yeah. Without your love, I'm nothing but a beggar. Without your love, dog without a bone. What can I do? I'm sleeping in this bed alone. Baby, Come and save me tonight. 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 Our pleasure, Jackie. Perfect ending, mate. Classic. Well, that didn't go too bad, did it?
I think you need to speak for yourself. I was fucking up like mate.
Were you?
I played a couple of chords wrong. I went to a D instead of that.
That's right. I forgot that in the when he does that, that's actually the backing doing that.
Yeah.
He's like,
But he flicks that really nicely on the actual track.
rather than me, who just sounds like some
You're like yodeling.
Yeah.
Like a half yodel.
Right. Okay, so we've had some fiddly bum.
Can't remember the chords are.
That's the chord. Right, we have got we are working on some other ones that people requested, but they are going to take a little bit longer. So I did have a go at Seven Seas of Rye earlier, and there's just so much to it, I just couldn't remember it all. So Wednesday will be Seven Seas of Rye Day, and for some of the other ones, it may take us a little bit more time, so bear with us. Right. We did have some requests. Let's scroll back up and see what is kicking before Anthony started telling jokes about sex with pigeons and turkeys and... Hey, what a person does in their private life, if it was consensual between the pigeon and the turkey... See, I always thought turkeys weren't really sex people. I thought they were more gobblers. Right, so we had White Stripes, T-Rex and Journey. I'm gonna break your balls. We should do it like that, would be better. Now, is it under White Stripes or the White Stripes? It's the White Stripes. Of course it is. You should give yourself the drum button for that one. That's a very good point, I should actually. Where is it? There. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Sweet dreams are
Made of these. Or if you're Marilyn Manson. Tell the world all the sad sin. I'm so unholy. As I get older, I look more like Nicolas Cage. Is that a good or a bad thing? As you get older, you look more like Nicolas Cage.
Depends whether you like Nicolas Cage, to be
Exactly. Do you like Nicolas Cage? Do you think he's a fine hunk of a man?
I find it very hard to look at a man and know whether they're attractive or not.
Oh, you're such a...
I don't know if you remember we had this conversation before.
Yeah.
I find that I can't really look at a bloke and go, I don't know whether that's attractive or not. I don't know how to...
Simon, come on. Look, I know the tension has been building between us. You know, we can turn the cameras on. Actually, a guy who I'm going to be interviewing, I told him about the plastic sheeting and protection we've got. He goes, "Is that to stop you two kissing?" I was like, "No, it's all right. We put a glory hole in the bottom. We're all fine." So there's no men that you look at and go, "That's a damn good looking man."
Yeah, so I think I'm better now that I can go, I think women would find that bloke attractive because, like, maybe more of a chiselled look or something. So I know, like, loads of women find...
You can analyse what is maybe aesthetically pleasing.
Liam Hemsworth? What the hell is that?
That's that thing.
Oh, is that, or is it your phone's next to the thing? Is it?
It's a lovely noise, whatever it is. No idea. I shall move that anyway. Just in case.
Just in case.
So,
well, that's not much better. It's like there's a little ant tractor in the back. Just doing a small patch of grass.
We've upgraded, Marjorie. Let's go get some leaves. Yeah, when they say ants can...
Working hard.
Was it ants can carry how much was it of their body?
Is it like... It's not 10 times. I think it's like 12 times their body weight.
Yeah, what they never said is by tractor.
Ah.
So, so you said, was it Liam Hemsworth, wasn't it? Or, yeah, because you've got Chris Hemsworth and Liam Hemsworth, the two Hemsworth brothers.
Yeah, so lots of women find... I forget which one now. Liam, is it? Find him in
Chris
anyway.
Chris Hemsworth
is it?
Thor.
So he's got quite a square face.
Yes.
So...
like Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt also has that square face.
Right, yeah. So I can think, I think women would... But I can't actually appreciate... Like, I don't...
But then women really like Tom Hiddleston, who is more pointy.
I don't know who he is. I can't think who
he was Loki.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
Does
he kind of loves himself, though, doesn't he? More than anyone else does.
Only in the film?
No, in real life. Anyway,
really?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's from what I've read.
What
do I know?
Did you two go out for a date?
I've just never forgiven him.
All he did was talk about himself. I didn't get a word in.
I mean, I was interviewing him, but still.
Yeah. I don't know. See, I have a penchant for hunky black men. I don't know why. I just find...
So is it penchant or is it penchant?
I don't know.
So it's spelled penchant, P-E-N-C-H-A-N-T. But it's, French pronunciation is penchant.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I think there's, for some reason, when you get...
Savoir-faire.
Yeah. With a black man with a really... I love, the accents from Nigeria. I love Nigerian accents.
I find that very... that and kind of... I can't think what region it is, but certain Mandarin as well, is very sharp. It's kind of very angular. It's a bit like German. German's very sharp and angular. But if you go to...
Was ist das?
Yeah, exactly. But the Bavarian accent is a lot smoother.
Yeah. That's more sort of rolly, isn't it? And musical.
Right. Yeah, well, I see what you mean. Yeah, no.
No?
Yeah, no, it is.
Shut up, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, you're right, yeah.
But no, like, my doctor was, I'm pretty sure he was Nigerian. And he just had the most beautiful, sort of like flowing, melodic accent, and it was absolutely brilliant. And whenever I heard it, I want you to just cuddle me and make me feel safe. You all tell me everything's better.
I think, again, it's very regional. It's like the Glaswegian accent's a lot harsher than the Edinburgh accent.
The Northern Ireland, Southern Ireland.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very different.
Yeah, so. Father Ted or Sinn Féin.
Yes, yeah. So, what was his name?
And South African accent as well was a brilliant accent.
Yeah, but then certain parts, so like Johannesburg, I think, is quite smooth, but then there's other parts that are, I think, further south, that it's a lot harsher, a lot harder kind of accent.
Well, it's like the UK, isn't it? We've got a multitude of accents in... But have you noticed... Here's a question for you. For some reason, you have, like, the rural Eastern accents, like the original Essex and like Suffolk and Norfolk, or hello, how's it going? And then you sort of like you go over to right, how you doing? Right. And then you go over to Cornwall, and it's kind of almost the same, but in the middle, everything went wrong. In the middle, you got Brummie.
But then England's been such a melting pot for different takeovers, so Viking, French, Roman, Italian, and then like the original kind of Wessex and Saxon and Anglo-Saxon, various things. So.
South African makes me just think of fucking Brawn.
Oh, District 9, yeah. Yeah, so like that, like his accent there is quite sharp in that, isn't it?
Mine makes me think of your name, Mr. Riggs? Diplomatic Immunity, Mr. Riggs, from Lethal Weapon.
Oh. Lethal
Weapon 2, I do believe. Do. Yeah, but then my mate Celeste, she's got a South African accent, and it's great. Absolutely love it.
Don the tinfoil hat. Sounds like the aliens are imminent.
Oh, that...
Oh, right. I was trying to think back. What were we talking about?
No, what it actually is, it's a bee in a very small Chinook. Can't be bothered to fly.
Getting a lift.
I just got brilliant. Can somebody please, if you're good at drawing, draw us up some sketches of various small insects in different vehicles?
On a 2-stroke motorbike.
And here we get a motorboat. Oh, do you remember there was a program? What was it called? Like this. It might have been like the Moon Dial or something like that, and it was all a load of little insects in a garden.
Right.
And there was like Mr. Harrison the snail. There was a woodlouse that didn't like being called woodlouse. He preferred field bug, if you don't mind. I think it was called Moon Dial or something like that.
Never seen this. Have no idea.
Oh, glory days. Our lavender bush. Oh yeah. Our lavender bush was crawling with bees earlier. The low hum coming from it was crazy. Well, they were just sitting out there going. They're all doing crash test dummies.
You've got a massive lavender field over here. It just suddenly sprouted up.
It's borage, isn't it?
I thought it was lavender.
I think it's borage.
Oh, right, okay.
I hope it's borage because I was filming in it the other day and I just went, borage! So people will think I've got...
Tourette's.
Yes.
Kind of flower Tourette's.
The bee Chinook picking up the ant tractor.
Rescuing him.
Excuse me, it's Buzz there. I'm stuck in the mud. Right. We were doing Seven Nation, aren't we, before that slight diversion. You've got to be honest, people. At least you can always say something different will happen on this street. That wasn't the field of lavender you were in, Mike. Was it borage? Please tell me it was borage.
Yeah, Heather, you've started with a negative, but didn't give us anything to confirm by.
Yeah, that wasn't a field of lavender you were in, Mike. What was it? Not going to tell you. I thought the bees on the lavender sounded like a load of very quiet F1 cars. Oh dear. Right.
Wasps are bastards. They are just...
Wasps
evil.
have been... I didn't know wasps eat carcasses.
Yeah, they're right scavengers.
There is a... I was saying there is a rabbit in that field that's been...
They lay their eggs in the heads of... I'm trying to think. In the heads of bees, I think, as well.
Oh,
they're
what?
Just evil mothers.
Well, this rabbit lying in the field looks like... It's got its whole chest eaten out and it was full of wasps. It looked like Watership Down crossed with Candyman.
I don't know what it was, but it definitely wasn't lavender.
Sorry.
Sorry. Then how do you know it wasn't lavender? So what's the telltale signs of lavender that you didn't see, Heather?
Generally, I think it smells like lavender. And it didn't smell like lavender when I was in there.
Oh, right. You sure it wasn't porridge?
a field of porridge.
I never got porridge. I used to eat it when I was young because it was just given to me. So
good TV programme, though.
Porridge, yeah. I was thinking, what was that?
Right, here we go. We're going to play a song now.
Yep. Do I play guitar on this?
No. And Blackie Lawless is a bit of a prat. Met him once and he was in his jeans and white tee, no exploding codpiece or anything. What arsehole.
He's about 90 feet tall as well, isn't he? But then
Do
he
you
used
know
to wear
what?
massive platforms.
He's had that all of his life, and that's the first thing people say about him.
No, but because he used to wear massive platforms, didn't he, on stage?
I don't think he's a short man, and regardless. So
no, that's what I mean. So he was quite a tall man, and then he'd wear platforms as well. So he was just towering.
It's like Gene Simmons. Yeah, Gene Simmons is tall and wears heels.
Yeah, so I was doing a festival where we went on after a Kiss tribute, and the guitarist was telling me such stories because I had to wear the platforms and everything like that. And
Oh, cool. Were you Ace Frehley?
Sorry?
Were you Ace Frehley?
No. I was going on stage with a different band after them. It was like all tribute acts. I can't remember what band I was playing with. Anyway. And they had so many near broken ankles and like falling off stage and all sorts of stuff trying to negotiate the platform heels. I don't know why people wore this.
Oh, viewer fact. Wasps are bastards only because they've served their purpose for their queen, etc. They have nothing else to do with their lives except piss us all off. There we go.
Viewer fact.
It was at the Ruskin Arms. He came in for a signing with several bodyguards. He didn't look big then. Well, bodyguards are quite generally...
He didn't look big and he didn't look smart.
Yeah. No codpiece.
It's not clever and it's not...
I want my money back. Right, I'm going to start this song. If I can find it, is it under S or 7? Seven Nation Army, got it. Here we go.
Must be something about that track.
I know. I think it's now. I'm gonna fight 'em all. A Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. That's a rip-off. Gonna rip it off. Exactly. Taking their time right behind my back. That's perfect timing. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth running through my mind behind a cigarette. And the message coming from my eyes said, leave it alone. Good timing. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Those 20 years working on Click paid off.
I'm going to Wichita, far from this opera forevermore. I'm gonna work the straw or borage, make the sweat drip out of every pore or lavender. And I'm bleeding and I'm bleeding and I'm bleeding right before the Lord. All the words are gonna bleed from me and I won't think no more. And the stains coming from my blood tell me go back home. Cheers, mate. End.
Oh.
It's alright, it's because I jumped a verse.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
I'm replying to Sophia, so then we can't read it.
Yeah.
It's not for our eyes.
No. Okay, so what else was... so there was that. I'm going to have to scroll back up, find out what the hell was going on. And MIDI keyboard controller, Roland chat. Davey and Mick are quite tall. Bruce Dickinson.
Maybe that's just because they didn't care about you, Anthony. Maybe they just didn't find you interesting enough.
Oh, don't be so hard. Listen to you. What happened? What happened? God, you've changed.
You've changed. What did Anthony do?
Yeah. It's like that bit in, was it Love Right? He's having a go at the birds now.
Or maybe Anthony was dressed in camouflage.
Maybe.
And they didn't even see him. They just...
Yeah.
They thought, that's a big bush, and just carried on.
I don't know what his personal genital hygiene is like, but... What's that obelisk growing out of it, lads? Let's go and have a look. I have seen a really weird video of a man dipping his penis in wasps. I suppose everyone's got to have a hobby. Not my cup of tea.
No.
You know?
What an odd way to
I know.
get your kicks.
I know, like some people will have their plums spanked with hammers and boards.
Well, there's kinky and then there's
wasps.
Stupidity, surely.
There's kinky and there's wasps.
Was it wasps or bees?
Wasps. No more, Mr. Nice Simon. Yeah. No more, Mr. Pinto Clean. Bees were rather timid creatures until Brothers Gibb ripped their names off.
They were furious.
Gee.
That's why everywhere they go.
What were you searching for to find that, Mike? That's a very good question. I get sent lots of videos of things.
Neil, I like the way your brain works.
I get sent many things over the years.
Sophia Grant replying to Sophia Grant.
On my tongue. I was about 8 and drinking a soda stream, a wasp got into the bottle and I sucked it up through the straw. Nice!
But why is Sophia replying to Sophia?
That's an interesting question.
Because Teal James earlier was replying to Anthony, but asked a question, and I didn't know if it was for me or if it was for Anthony.
Maybe she just really enjoys talking to herself.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like, you know when you're in the kitchen mumbling to yourself as you're doing something?
Yeah.
Thought you'd type it out.
Maybe she's just thinking out loud. Right, get it on. You have to remind me where to come in on this one as it's different.
Okay.
With your cloak full of eagles. Whoops, Neil.
Get it on, bang a gun, get it on. Get it on, bang a gun, get it on. Get it on, bang a gun, get it on.
It all went a bit Savile there for a minute. Is it now?
Read to the episode now.
Alright.
Get it on, bang a gun, get it on. Get it on, bang a gun, get it on. Get it on, bang a gun, get it on. Get it on, bang a gun, get it on.
I think I've got the words to the original there.
Yeah, I think there's another verse.
Interesting reading. Oh, Leanne, don't leave us this way. You take care, darling. We'll see you soon. Oh, right. Hot Love by T-Rex was number one when I was born. Given the quality of 1970 number ones, I got off very lightly. That is very true. Small facts can change the feel of entire conversations. For example, take, for example, where quotes. You can have a quote, for example, I really enjoy hearing the sound of children playing, having fun. Lovely quote, unless it's Gary Glitter.
Ah.
So,
Or is it in the ears of the interpreter? Ah.
Gary Glitter.
Yeah, but he's still capable of making an innocent comment. So is it in the...
Generally the fiddling, though, kind of maybe tainted it towards one side.
So
perhaps.
then, can anyone be forgiven for something they did ages ago?
Oh, this is a question we were talking about, wasn't it? The idea of retribution. No, is it retribution?
Well, yeah. You could say
No, redemption. That's the word I'm looking for. A different kind of a different kind of art.
But it could be retribution too.
That's an interesting question, everyone. Do you think anybody can be forgiven for anything? Or are you damned by certain acts for life?
So let's take an extreme.
Oh, go on then.
Is there any forgiving Hitler or Mussolini or Stalin?
Oh, what was the... I think it was on Brass
Pol
Eye.
Pot.
Yeah, Brass Eye. Did you ever used to watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bit where they had was in the Yorkshire Ripper doing a stage play, and at the end he apologised, and I'm very, very sorry. Yeah, so Hitler. What were the redeeming qualities of Hitler? He had a pet dog. Okay. That was probably about it as far as I'm aware. But then I'm not a historian. He might have been really good to his friends.
Apparently not so much.
No. Okay, so shall we rule, so genocide, I'm guessing is probably...
So there's no forgiving for genocide?
No, I think so. Okay, killing one person. Can you be redeemed if you killed one person? Because if you can be redeemed for one person and forgiven for killing one, can you be redeemed for killing two?
Or, yeah, is there a barrier at some point? Past 10, there's just no redemption.
Well, it's the idea, isn't it, that when they talk about sort of collateral damage and the idea of if you were to have to kill a certain amount of the population to save the masses, what is justified? Is one person justified to save one person's death justified to save a population? Is 10?
So,
is 100?
So the thing with this virus,
it was just his paintings are all right.
He didn't actually design the beetle. It was his paintings weren't all right though.
Were they a bit angry?
Apparently, he had very.
Were they a little bit risque?
There was quite a deathy theme along the whole of it.
A kind of a Holocausty feel going on. Bit dark, Adolf.
Kind of ethnic cleansing type of motif.
Can't you just paint daffodils and like houses and shit?
I forgot what I was saying. So it probably wasn't
the
that
justification of if you would have to kill one person to save a nation, 2 people, 10 people, 100
with the
people.
virus and everything, where they're opening everything up, there will inevitably. Well, so you're seeing death rates spiking and also infection rates hugely spiking at the moment all over the
Who'd
globe.
have thought it, eh?
Who would have guessed? So is that putting the economy...
Hitler shit an egg on a rock, then several years later after... Oh, damn.
His paintings were all right.
Oh, okay. Where is it? Hang on. Where is it? Amazing.
I've forgotten where I am. Yeah, so is that putting money over people's health then? Where's the line with that?
Okay, if you look at it, for example...
Sorry, just to add an addendum to that. So on Friday, Boris Johnson was doing a speech about things being opened up. So at the start of the thing, they said they're only acting on scientific information and merit, and that's what they're going by and nothing else. And then on Friday, he said that one of the journalists asked him a question, and they said that I've forgotten what the guys called the 2 advisors they've got from Cobra, who normally advise, are saying that that it's risky to open up more things. And he said, well, that they gave us what they thought, but we as the government have to make decisions, so we've decided that we're going to go against their advice. So that change is that's economy and money over people's lives, which, the economy has to support people's lives.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, if you had... Obviously, I don't know all the stats. I'm not going to pretend I'm a statistician. But...
Because we'd almost mistaken you for it. But
of course. I've got the look of maths all over me. But, for example, if you were to open everything up and then you have the infection rate increases and people die from that, if you were to weigh that up against keeping everything closed and the economy crashing and the deaths from the economy crashing, if the deaths from the economy crashing would be higher than the death rate of COVID, if you have to make that decision...
What if there isn't that difference, but it's purely on the basis of monetary gain, and also the fact that the amount of deaths tend to be people that are more sickly or more elderly, and so there's a preference being put against them?
It's a tricky one. isn't it?
I wanted to ask actually, so you're doing a gig tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah.
So 2 weeks ago they opened the pubs up, and you were saying on here, thank you all everyone for staying in, and how silly people were for going out and going to the pub. And then you're doing a gig there tomorrow.
No, because people asked me, would I gig? And I said the only time I would gig is if it was an outdoor event where social distancing was being put in place.
But that social distancing was being implemented in the pubs 2 weeks ago, for any pubs. So what's the difference, though? That's what I'm interested.
The fact is that if social distances are supposed to be implementing and it's not being followed, I'll probably pack up and leave. That's the difference.
So, do you have any concern for, as I was saying, that there's a pub down the road from you here, when I was leaving that Saturday, there was a massive brawl just breaking out through the street everywhere. And when people imbibe alcohol, that changes their perspective.
Well, that's the thing. It's luckily we
and
are
their inhibitions.
Well, we are, for example, completely segregated off from the public. So for those of you who have gone to the Boar's Head, you've got the car park. You know the Boar's Head. You've been there. You've got the car park, and then you've got the outdoor smoking area. So the smoking area is going to be where the punters will be congregating. Hopefully, separate tables. Well, this is going to be the experiment because, as well, I think we said the other day, isn't there? A lot of what actually makes going to a gig has been stripped away. People singing along, people dancing, all that kind of thing. So it's sort of, I suppose, going to be almost like an outdoor cabaret of everyone sitting at tables, and say we are separated by quite a distance. The stage is big enough for the band to be social distance from each other as well. So it's going to be an interesting experiment to actually see if it will work.
So, but again, what's the difference between that and people social distancing that were just going to the pub?
Because if people can social distance and actually behave and follow the rules...
No. So, when they opened the pubs up, they had to implement social distancing, and people stayed apart. And so, like, for the one that's down the road here, everyone's out in the beer garden. They've got quite a big beer garden and stuff. They've got a one-way in, one-way out route and stuff like that. So, why did you feel that was wrong, but doing exactly what, to me it seems like that was wrong, but doing exactly the same thing is right? That's what I don't understand, that change.
No.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm just interested. Right. That's
no. I probably, when I'm thinking of pubs opening and things, like I've always been, if people can socially distance, then there wouldn't be a problem. You could have a park filled with 20,000 people if everybody was spaced out correctly. And same with pubs. If a pub operates...
Spittle can still be airborne. That's how viruses move.
Yeah, but also outside, the
risks might be less.
Yeah, and the viral load is considerably less.
How?
Because isn't it to do with the fact of if you're in...
So say I'm 20 foot away from you.
Yeah.
And spit comes out and there's a big gust of wind that takes that 20 foot. How is that lessening?
But isn't it to do with also when you were talking about, for example, in smaller rooms it's more contagious because you've got the
humidity.
The humidity as well. You haven't got the same kind of airflow going around. Wouldn't the viral load be more dispersed outdoors?
That's the theory of it.
Yeah.
But it's a bit like the lottery. You might have a 1 in, 2 million chance. Actually, the odds are far greater than that, aren't they? They're 1 in 600 million or something of winning the lottery.
Yeah.
But if you're still the one person that has that ticket, you win the lottery.
Yeah.
So you can still have that. The probability is one thing mathematically, but if you're still that 1 in whatever chance, it still happens to you.
True, but at some point you've got to have some kind of... You can't...
risk management kind of.
Yeah, you can't account for every human being. If they were to... you can't live on the odds and run a country on the 1 in a million.
No, I'm not talking about running the country. I'm just talking about you doing the gig tomorrow, that's all.
No, I've always maintained if it was an outdoor event, then that's when I'd do it. I'm talking about, for example, like what you talked about, where my fear is that as people get more drunk,
Yeah, that's always the problem, isn't it?
yeah,
It's being able to police that, or to because once people aren't aware of their inhibitions or their limitations,
yeah,
everything, their kind of worst feelings or their maybe things that they would consider not doing or whatever, they're going to go against. Anyway, interesting. Sorry.
But no, that's
I'm waffling on too much.
No, that's my thought. So, but there are pubs that can do them, like for example.
You either win it or you don't. That's one
True.
way to look at it.
But like the pubs, especially if you're doing, did you ever play was it the King's Arms or the King's Head in Colchester? They had the huge back sort of outdoor garden. They used to have barbecues and bands play out there and everything.
I can't remember, dude. I'm rubbish until I turn up at the place.
Yeah.
I go, I've played here before.
But that's one of those places that if you can keep everybody outside, and it's more of that, I suppose, kind of like a barbecue evening affair where people aren't raging drunk. It's not that same everyone's out on the town atmosphere. Then I think you've got more of a hope of being out. But again, then are people going to be interested in that when going to see bands? When the whole point is the singing, the dancing, the getting involved.
Yeah, it's a very big culture shock, isn't it? Change, I should say.
So yeah, we're gonna have to see. But no, there is no way that I would do an indoor show. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think I'd even be dubious, even if it was like a big hall or something like that. I'd still.
You'd be dubious with a big hall.
Yeah, I'd be dubious with a big hall. This is my dubiousness. Manifest.
So, for what reason?
I think it depends on the occasion as well. It's a tricky one. You have your instant fears, don't you, that crop up, and then you have to I think you have to sort of draw a line in the sand of what you will do, what you won't do, because there's going to be so many different grey areas in which you permutations. So it's going to be like, what would you do gig-wise?
Me, I'd gig.
Actually, that's a question for anybody out there. What is has anybody gigged, and what is your gig level of what you would do, what you wouldn't do at the moment? It'd be quite interesting to hear. So you would do
I'd probably gig.
Indoors, outdoors?
Toilet, bathroom.
In someone's mouth.
Wardrobe.
You just go around kissing all the punters, wouldn't you?
I love you.
Form a queue, everyone.
Have at it. Right, what do you want to play? We
Okay.
haven't done...
Journey, we've got to do.
Oh, yeah, and Cars. We still
Yes,
haven't done
we'll
it.
do that. Don't Stop Believing is our Journey one.
I can't remember what that is.
It's alright. I will see what we can do, Jackie. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born to race himself to try. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
Too early.
The singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and pure perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night.
me there.
Working hard to get my bill. Everybody wants a friend. Playing anything to roll the dice. Just one more time. Some you win, some you lose. Some want to sing the blues. Another movie never ending. Goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows subject in the night. Streetlights, people living just a fine emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Don't stop believing. Hold Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Don't stop. Yep, that's as high as I remember it.
I was messing up there everywhere. Sorry about that,
That's
Stu.
Jackie's asked, can we do more than words? I reckon so. Oh, baby. Oh. By the way, I like her comment. Love the chat, guys. But any chance of more than words?
Could you shut the fuck?
Yeah.
Saying I love you is just the words I want to hear from you.
It's not that I want you, hard to say, but if you only knew how easy it would be to show me how you feel. More than words is all you have to do to make it real. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me, 'cause I'd already know. What would you do if my heart was torn in two? More than words to show you feel that your love for me is real. What would... Oh, God.
It would be.
That's 6/8, isn't it?
Yeah, so 6/4 would be. How would you count 6/8, 6/4 then?
So it'd be, hang on.
So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So it'd be like, saying I, saying I love you is not the words I wanted.
Right, where do you want to go from?
Now that I've tried to talk to you and make you understand, all you have to do is close your eyes and just reach out your hand and touch me. Hold me close, don't ever let me go. More than words is all you have to know, then you wouldn't have to say that you love me. 'Cause I already know. What would you do if my heart was torn into more than words to show you feel that your love for me is real? What would you say if I took those words away? Then you wouldn't make this new just by saying I love you. Na, 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 na. More than words. Na, 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 na. More than
Work out where this is.
more than Shame this song reminds me of my ex.
Oh, sorry, Karen. Was that your special song?
Hey, every song's going to remind somebody of someone.
It's interesting, isn't it? How
It is.
it brings back a real lucid kind of thing.
A lucid.
Can't think of the right word. Visceral memory. There you
Yeah.
go.
I don't think I really have many of those. I don't have kind of songs that remind me of ex-partners.
Just thinking.
Maybe it's just because I'm just a heartless arsehole.
I've never had any ex-partners, so I'm just still waiting for the one.
For the one. I've got a song lined up and everything.
It's by Anal. Last Christmas I gave you my heart.
This Christmas, I'll give you a fart.
Yes.
Right, what do you want to do?
You wanted to do cars, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we haven't done it yet, so...
I sort of know. I'll need help with this. Here in my car, I feel safest of all.
That's perfect.
Lock all my doors.
It's the only way to live
Yeah.
in cars.
It sounds like he's a 14-year-old gone in a bar and trying to ask for an alcoholic beverage.
Or a really bad impression of Mick
My
Jagger.
name is Carrie. My voice hasn't broke.
Right.
Here in my car, I'm not old enough to drive. By the way, can anyone who lives around this area just poke their head out and look outside, see if the sky's clear, because we want to try and look for the comet tonight?
Yeah, I haven't been able to see it over the last few days.
Here we go. It's those aliens, Neil.
Great song.
It was just a weirdo. Here in my car, I feel safest of all. I can lock all my doors. It's the only way to live in cars. Here in my car, I can only receive. I can listen to you. The cable's stable for days in cars. Wax now. Here in my...
This bit.
Am I singing?
That's the musical bit.
Is it just verses all the way through? Here in my car, where the image breaks down. Will you visit me, please?
some music.
Is that it for me?
I think so.
Good. I like that song. I can handle this on keyboard.
You should do it.
Goes on a bit, doesn't it?
That's a great groove, though.
It really goes on. Okay, enough's enough.
It was just about to finish.
Was it really?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that before. I'm about to finish. Your middle name should be Nuno.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a middle name?
No.
Would you like one? Of course, you do have one. It's called
Yeah.
Spiritody.
That's very good. I like that. That's quite good.
Spiritody. Right. You should have gone and made a cuppa bite. I could have done dinner. I could have done breakfast. I could have prepared my week's food for next week.
You should have played guitar over it.
I don't even know what key it's in, really. Shall we do?
Go on.
What's one of the ones that we haven't done? I've got one for you. So we'll do. See if I can remember this. See if you can remember it as well. I probably won't, but it'll be a laugh to try. Check everything as it should be. Hang on.
Oh, great.
My job's just as hard.
You've got the guitars.
Out of the darkness, the voices are calling, riding the wings of the sun. The fury is screaming and heaven is falling. The gates of heaven to the altars of hell. The power is at my command. The lightning strikes, crack in the night. It feels like never before. Thunder and spark in the heart of the dark. I feel a rising force.
I forgot that middle bit.
It's all right. So I forgot how to use my vocal cords in part of it. Oh, right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening. Apologies if we did go on a bit talking too much, but you've seen enough of these shows by now. You know what we're like.
That sounds like a Led Zeppelin song, doesn't it?
It also sounds like Whitesnake a bit as well. Now, what is that? It's While My Guitar Gently Weeps, isn't it? Yeah, it is While My Guitar Gently Weeps. While my penis gently weeps. Babe, I'm going to leave you.
That's it, babe, I'm going to leave you. Excellent. Thank you, dude.
Right, we are going to go and attempt to look at a comet and see if we can actually see anything. Socially distanced. We'll be opposite ends of the field just shouting at each other. You see it? No.
What?
What?
Hey? What?
10:30. Right, thank you, everyone. And
Thanks, Karen.
so we will report back on how tomorrow goes and
Yeah, good luck with it, dude.
the experiment. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. If you are about in the Braintree area and things are going well, please do come down. But remember, be safe as well. That's the prime important thing for all of this. So take care, everyone, and we will see you Wednesday. All the best. Tatty bye.